All right, round one. A little bit awkward hand, but we're definitely going to keep. Presumably just playing Eidolon as a 2-drop. All right. Um, so I could asphyxiate, but I don't think I do. I think I actually have to leave the Eidolon back because of the Sun Guide too, but we're going to drop the Siren and pass. So he doesn't have a pump spell. That's a good sign. Decent draw. Let's get in for 2. Drop the Hoplite. And then pass. Yes, I could have asphyxiated Vaporkin, but it seems kind of pointless. Alright, definitely asphyxiating that. Ooh, it's nice too, but don't quite have time yet. Double Striker is trouble. So I think we want to bestow the Hoplite because the Siren is... I guess we could do the Siren, but then we still can't really attack with it, I guess. If we do the Siren, it becomes 4 power, though, which is pretty good. And if we do it with the Hoplite, it becomes 5 power. Both of which is pretty good. Alright, so gain some life. Now I have to decide what I want to do with this Eidolon. Ooh, Baleful. Okay. Well, I prefer if my Hoplite didn't die. Alright, I think we swing with Nyxborn Blood Crazed, and I just pump my Siren with Baleful. I still want this on defense, I think. Alright, no attacks, that's good. So where do I want to cast the Nyxborn now? I mean, these can only block... He's just going to block there. So he can't block with the Sun Guide and the Vapor Can. That's something to keep in mind. How do I do this? I don't want him to crack back with these guys, so I have to leave this back. I guess I should have hit the Hoplite, but then... It just... Ugh. I almost want to bestow that. That doesn't make sense, though. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. It makes it so he can't trade with the Hoplite. Alright. Let's... This is weird. This is a really weird play. But I'm doing it on the other Eidolon, because I'd rather him block that than my Hoplite. If that makes any sense. Maybe it doesn't, but we'll find out. Basically, I want my Hoplite to stay alive. So I bestowed this, so he's tempted to block that one instead. Still really not terrible. He basically traded a Crypsis for a Nyxborn Eidolon, so that's not the worst. Alright. So he's going to get to scry now. Nyxborn Infusion would be a nice draw. think if I were him, I would have done it on the Sun Guide. Because then he still could have blocked with the Lagana Band Elder and still inspired and gained some life. Cavern Lampad. Alright. That's pretty good. Can't remove any +1/+1 counters because he doesn't have any. Alright, pass the turn. Alright, Mastiff. Alright, I think this is the turn I swing with Warwing Siren. So he's forced to block with Vaporkin, and then even if he cracks back with Sun Guide, ooh, yeah. Alright, so I swing Team. He has to block Vaporkin on Warwing Siren. And he does have to block Nyxborn Eidolon too. And then I can play Harpy. Double blocking doesn't do anything unless he has a pump spell. But even if he has a pump spell, both his guys are still gonna die. So unless his last card's a Crypsis. Alright, so he did take off the Sun Guide. Maybe he forgot about the Baleful, the Death Touch or whatever. But even then, I don't know why he would double block. It's still got 3 power. Alright, he made his blocks. Got some trades maybe. aerial formation to pump. Okay. So his Mastiff is going to live, his Vaporkin's going to die, he is going to take 5 and go to 1, and we get to play a Harpy. So he's going to have to tap one of our dudes down. He's going to have to leave back the Sun Guide. He gets to swing with the Lagana Band Elder. I still think we have lethal based on this board state. I really should have been looking if he's topping or bottoming cards. Tells me if he found something or not, to be honest. So he put something on the bottom there. It's actually valuable information to know. Alright, obviously going in here. He's got a tap down, unblockable dude, and we still have lethal. Alright. So game 1 against blue-white. He does have Vaporkin. That makes Viper's Kiss a little bit more appealing. He's got the Sky Spear's Cavalry. That's not even that bad with Viper's Kiss. He's got multiple. What else does he? Nothing too crazy, right? Just some bears and stuff. Do we need the Viper's Kiss? Maybe we have enough removal where it's not needed. Cura's Dismissal. We saw Stratus Walk. That's not a good one to bounce. I feel like all of his creatures were not enchantments. Alright, let's cut the Dismissal for a Viper's Kiss. That could be okay. Actually, maybe we want to do the Boon instead. He has Aerial Formation. Could also do Weight. Seems a bit pricey. Boon works better with the Blood Crazed Hoplites. And the Siren. Let's do Boon. Could do a Null, but we're low on blue in the deck, so I don't know. Could also bring in the second Starfish. That would have been decent. At least it could have blocked some stuff, but I think he's got more evasion, so let's just get the pump. Yeah, his hand's fine. A little bit slow. Sun Guide, pretty good. Grey Merchant's not bad. Alright, well, I guess I asphyxiate whatever creature he plays this turn, and then next turn, Naiads? Or no creatures, no lands. Double asphyxiate seems a bit awkward. Resco's Sun Guide did its job. Alright, unfortunately it looks like I gotta start asphyxiating now. Although I could just play a... well, we'll see. Mastiff. Yeah, I probably want to asphyxiate that. Yeah, definitely do now. So we'll kill that guy, play the starfish, pass. At least we can block. Yeah, definitely killing that guy. Pass. I'm trying to think what we're hunting for. Let's just load my deck. Took the dismissal. Oh, aqueous form. Alright. Guess we're on the hunt for more removal. Nyx infusion, perhaps? See if he tops or bottoms it. Oh, top, so he got something he wants. Got the cruel feeding. It could help. Vanguard. Alright. Not too big of a deal with the starfish still. Let's scry. Marshmist Titan. I can play it. Doesn't give me a ton of devotion, but it is my biggest creature. Makes cruel feeding a little bit better. I can play it next turn too. Alright. Let's leave it on top. The cruel feeding could really change this game, as could the Gray Merchant. So, let's get the big dude out. 7 mana, 4/5. It's almost too good. Put it on the bottom. Prognostic Sphinx. That seems like a hard card to beat. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, let's bottom that. Guess let's swing with Titan. Don't want a cruel feeding just yet. I think we might need to Gray Merchant just to stay alive, but what's Whitewater? I actually wanted him to block because I could have killed his Sphinx. I definitely would have traded a cruel feeding for a Prognostic Sphinx, if you were curious. Scry 3 seems pretty good. Put one on top. Alright. Let's find something here. Sip of Hemlock. Gotta use Cruel Feeding this turn. He gets to crack. We'll gain 10. We'll go to 15. He cracks back for 9. Probably still need the sip. Sadly. So I have 8 mana. Unfortunately, I can't do Grey Merchant and Strive Cruel Feeding. But no, that doesn't work. I was hoping Grey Merchant could help me survive a turn, but it doesn't. I think I have to Cruel Feeding this turn. As much as I loathe to admit it. So we're getting crack back for 9. Then we have to sip. And we have to sip the Double Striker because of the damage output. Just bottomed 3 cards. Jeez. This guy's hunting hard. Oh, put a card on top, so he did find what he was looking for. I might try and find a way to squeeze Nullify, now that I know he's got Sphinx and even Emissary. Oh wow, Mind Control. Yeah. He has that card too. That's actually... We actually 100% need Nullify. I'm even... At this point, I think I'm just going to do... Oh wow, wait. He gets the Constellation effect of the Bestow? Wow. That's interesting. I didn't realize that's how it worked. Let's see here. Scriptide. No, I think we're still dead. Griptide doesn't do it. And he gets his Hypnotic Siren back. Jeez. I think we're just dead. I don't have the power to sip plus Grey Merchant. So I guess I'll just pass and not give him any more information. So I guess I have to do Nullify and Annul. At least Hypnotic Siren is just too good, unfortunately. It's one of the best cards in the format, I think. Mind Control, typically the most powerful effect in any limited environment, and then imagine it in an environment that's just full of Bestow and Heroic. It's like the most incredible effect you could possibly ask for. And in addition, it's also a cheap creature if you need it for some reason. So, really incredible card for limited. Hypnotic Siren, one of the best I could think of. All right. Got us pretty insanely good there, definitely. Let's see here. Got to do a null, I think, and we've got to do the nullify. Let's take out the boon. Let's bring in another island. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, thank God. Wait, 16 lands. Forgot to take out another card. I don't know. Let's take out the starfish and bring in another swamp. I think I'm actually, maybe I do the dismissal instead. That way, well, no, I guess the null's better. I'd rather counter his mind control than bounce it, I think. Because if I bounce it, he just gets to do it again, even though I could technically get like a surprise block. I actually don't know what's better. Yeah, this is fine. Removal and a beater. No blue source, but that's okay. That was a good draw. It's a bit awkward. Can't really attack with the blood crazed. Okay. I think I'm going to infuse that. I need to start getting the beats in. Ooh. Could set up for a harpy. Let's play harpy and pass. I've got a lot of 5 mana bestow effects. I don't want to trade my harpy for his Vaporkin. I'd rather Nyx Infusion and start beating in that way. Alright. Let's Nyx Infusion. It's pretty good. It's going to eat our guy. Really good value on his part. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't slam a Prognostic Sphinx, since I'm definitely going to be unable to counter it. Alright, Mastiff. I'll kill it. Although technically I guess I could just kill his Omen Speaker now. And then swing with both. But that doesn't seem necessary. Let's just asphyxiate the Mastiff, which is the better creature. You only get one shot to asphyxiate it. And then we'll get in for 2. We could have gotten in for 4, but I don't know. Aerial formation's very good. Opponent has 5 cards in his hand to our 1. It's not very good. Alright. Put a card on top. That's a bad sign. So he did get what he wanted. He probably has Crypsis. So let's do pre-combat Gray Merchant. I'm not going to play around Crypsis, but I think just pre-combat playing the Gray Merchant's fairly safe. If he does have Crypsis, at least I get the value of, you know, the extra devotion. Did get his 5th land, which means he's in Prognostic Sphinx territory here. Skyspear Cavalry is not, though. A little less worried about that. Alright, so we're just on the hunt for some good bestow. Ooh, or that. Yeah, let's grip tide the cavalry and then get in for... Well, I see the issue. Yeah, we still grip tide the cavalry for sure. Alright. Not as good as I wanted it to be. Still can't swing team. He can kill my Hoplite, and he can block Gray Merchant. Guess I can only get in with Harpy. At least I take away his draw step. So Bestow is good, Sip is good. Nullify is actually not good. Nullify is actually not good. Nullify is very bad. Nullify is actually worthless right now. Put the extra island in. I thought for sure I'd be able to play it. Nullify would have been great if I had a second island here. Would have been able to counter that. I should have grip-tided my Gray Merchant. Could have punished him for another 4. And gained 4 life. I guess I would have lost my own draw step though, but... Oh yeah, my Warwing Siren doesn't have flying either because of the archetype. That's right. So, my flyers do not fly. So it's got 3 blockers, I've got 4 attackers. Cavern Lampad would be excellent right now. Yeah, so I wish I could nullify that, but I can't. So now I wish I had Kior's Dismissal, but that's hindsight for you. Can't do that, can't do that. Can I take away this? No. What do I bestow? Can bestow the Hoplite. I think that's my best bet. Bestow Hoplite, swing with it for 5. It's a 5/3. He can double block with the... I can kill the Gray Merchant. I can bestow the War Ring, but then it can't kill the Gray Merchant. He doesn't have any +1/+1 counters to steal. I think we just do it on the Hoplite. None of his guys are pumped, so it doesn't matter. Do I want to swing for 5? Trade with my own Gray Merchant. Currently he has not... No, he has too much coming in, so I guess I have to. He can trade with the Cavalry, too. If he doesn't want to lose the Gray Merchant. Okay, so he's going to make this trade. He gets a Hypnotic Siren back. I get a Nyxborn Eidolon back. Could have been worse. Certainly not good. And I don't have my second blue source yet either, which definitely makes the Nullify significantly worse here. Alright. Just going to start scrying. Put it on top so he found something he wants. Blue source? Cruel Feeding. Cruel Feeding's not bad. The double strike's kind of a big deal. I say we get in. So he's going to kill one of my guys. Ugh. Why can't I get a second blue source? So I can strive it. He's going to double strike kill something. Let's force him to block everything, I guess. Alright. Okay. We don't need to give this because it's going to die anyway from first strike. Alright. So we don't gain the life from this. Well, that didn't pan out too well for us, but I guess at least we got a card out of his hand. Still really wish I could play Nullify. I guess I can still swing with Warwing Siren, but he can trade with the Cavalry now. Well, at least I can play a Null, I guess. I can't block any of his guys. I don't know what to do anymore. I guess I can just... What, let him swing for 1,000,000 on me? God, I honestly don't know what to do. I don't want to trade off my Siren. Yeah, so I wish this was a dismissal now. Then he could attack in and I could bounce his dude and kill something, but... I honestly am at a complete loss as to what to do here. If I attack, he presumably trades, which isn't good for me, but taking 4 on the backswing isn't good for me. But if he does trade, his board is so highly developed at this point that I don't think I can find any other means to victory. Like I would have to top deck not only a creature, but then some means to get it in. I have no idea what to do. I think I just pass and hope to find something to make my Warwing Siren huge, enough to kill my opponent. I can't block with it, but there's no point in attacking because he'll just trade with it. Or he can trade with it, which would be too devastating for me. So I was straight up at a loss of what to do there. One mana short, but out of my control, unfortunately. Yeah, it's sad. Pretty underwhelming. So I guess I'm hunting for a Cavern Lampad. Sip of Hemlock. He does have a card to discard, so that's not going to work. Let's kill our archetype. That way at least I can block. Hmm. Nope. Found something he wants. Guess I can block. Alright. Can't counter that. Alright, so guess we still want a Cavern Lampad or any of our Bestow, actually. If we get our Baleful Eidolon, we're looking really good. Guess we hit that. Yeah, he should be swinging with cavalry for sure. Oh, found another card. I think it's hard to not find a card when you scry 3. There we go. Alright, so it's bestow here. I have to count what he can crack back for. So 1, 5, 7, 10, 12. I think we go for lethal because we got a 2-turn clock on him. He can do Thassa's Emissary on Sky Spear Cavalry, but he could have done that anyway, and I would have been forced to block. So I think it was my only real option. Go for lethal. Yeah. So 10, 11, 13, 16, 18. It was close. Couldn't quite get there. Disappointing loss. I guess I could have just kept him back and hoped to time out my opponent, but he still would have just Thassa's Emissaried his dude and attacked. And then I would have been screwed, so... tough match. I'm disappointed. I wish we could have seen the blue source at the right time, but didn't pan out. It's alright. I'll see you guys round 2.